Hi all, it's Emily Rand with ESPN Esports, and I'm pleased to be joined by London Royal Ravens, Skrapz and Wuskin. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
No problem. I appreciate the invite.
First of all, I wanted to talk a little bit about the previous event, and I guess the previous few events. How do you both feel like the team has performed over your past few events?
Do you want me to talk on this, Bradley, or do you want to do it?
Go on, you can.
I mean, obviously, it hasn't been what we wanted. It hasn't been what we obviously aimed for. We've had a few ups and downs. As obviously, we're not gonna sugarcoat that. But I mean, going into this last event, I'm pretty sure we had like 2-3 different meta changes. That's obviously not an excuse. I know Dylan leading into that event, he was just like he'd not even used the gun he was using at the event for like no longer than a day. I'd been using the M4 for like 2 days, but it's pretty much just all over the place. We hadn't even practiced domination. Like there was just so much going on leading up, like the week leading up to this event, and if anything, it probably hindered us like everybody else. It's not an excuse again, but it did come into play and it didn't help out whatsoever. But that's just a part of the game, and we've just got to accept that, and we've just got to try and get better, I guess. And the next event, and obviously champs after that, focus on winning, obviously, and what we want.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a meta discussion in a bit, especially with other things that happened this past week. But where I see you guys is like there's I guess the kind of cluster of top teams, and then you guys are like right underneath trying to break through.
For sure.
So what do you think it's gonna take? Because like you're right there, and
I don't
it's
know.
just so close.
Yeah, like we finished the other day, and one of the coaches said to us, "I'm pretty sure we've played like 22 games, and I'm pretty sure 10 of the losses. We've played 22 games this season, and 10 of the losses are versus the top 3 teams. It's like we just can't break past the top 3, like top 4 teams. We just can't beat them. I don't know what it is. Like he said, obviously we've got to find that out. We're just so close, this little edge, and hopefully we discover that before obviously the home series and champs, and we can get over that hurdle for sure."
If each of you had to describe the London Royal Ravens season in a word thus far, what would it be?
I'd say if we were in the Premier League, I'd have to say we were the Tottenham Hotspur. We just choke every. I think every game we go into, like every tournament, like leading up to it, we look pretty insane, and then I don't know, the tournament starts, and it's just like everything just falls to pieces, and we just crumble. I'd say yeah, we're the Tottenham Hotspurs of the Call of Duty League.
Do you agree, Wuskin?
I'd just say it's very confusing. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just one word. It's confusing. That's all I'm gonna say.
But you're having like a career season, like statistically.
Ah, man, and here we are, confusing. You know, like, yeah. We're trying. We're getting there.
That adds to the confusion.
We don't
like
stop.
just like career statistical highs.
We don't stop, do we?
Nah, no chance.
We never stop.
One thing I really like about both of you in previous interviews that you've talked about is everyone always asks you, when did you like feel like you became a pro? When do you feel like this became like a career? And you both actually have had similar answers where you're like, it still doesn't feel like a career, and as soon as it feels like a job to me, it will kind of suck, right? Because then it becomes really serious. I just like kind of want to sit here and play COD. Has being in like the franchise league done anything to hinder that, or are you both still in that same spot right now?
Oh, I'll be straight up. I'm definitely not in that spot. This is a job. This is definitely like this is. I remember like obviously growing up. I've been playing this since I was COD 4. So I'm talking like 10, 11 years old. Probably earlier than that. I just used to love getting on day and night and just playing this for fun. Now it isn't like that anymore. This is most certainly a job. This is one of the top jobs if you're talking like in terms of being paid and what people are making. I'd say this is one of the higher end jobs. So I still enjoy it and it is fun, but I don't look at it like that anymore. I feel like I can't. Like this is a job and I have to perform and everything has to be 110 and I have to be doing my job. That's what it's become now. But yeah, you are right. We always used to say that, and I'm pretty sure a lot's changed since that for sure.
Do you agree? Wuskin?
I don't know. In a way, it has. I don't say it's
Definitely.
changed for me a lot, but it has got like more of. I've got to like in a sense grow up, if that makes sense. I've got to I don't know look at it very more mature. Whereas I still do me. I still act like I don't care, but you know these things I've got to do, and I've got to be on time here, and I've got to go and it's like I've got to be here for this, and that in that aspect of that's changed. But COD wise, not much has changed. I still get on every day and play the game, even though all these meta changes and that just like kill the vibe. It's I still look at it the same. I try to anyway.
I tried to, but then I look. I'm 23 years old and my hair's grey. Then there's only one reason for it. So I've been trying for sure.
Is it all Modern Warfare that's turning your hair gray, or is it just?
You know what? Yeah, it is. Like, yeah, I'd say it is because this time last year I didn't even have half as many grey hairs, whereas now, wow.
Infinity Ward. I did want to talk about the meta changes. It's obviously it's what everyone's been talking about. The 10mm is back. Yes.
Yeah, 10mm is back.
What is, as much as you can say, what does that mean for this weekend?
Basically, it just means that the attachment that was GA'd before the last event is un-GA'd now. Not much of a big. There is a bit of a difference. I wouldn't say it's drastically changing, but obviously it's been in un-GA'd. It's back in. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see a lot of people using it. So yeah, it's exciting.
Are we going back to MP5 meta then?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you that yet. Obviously, we've only had 1 day of practice since that was un-GA'd, so maybe I'll be able to give you more answers by the end of the day. We have 3 sets today, so I'll be able to give you more answers by the end of the day for sure.
We are back playing with a damage attachment, but you know that's fine. We'll get on with it. We'll act like it's normal.
Well, it wasn't GA'd, and then it was after the nerf.
It wasn't GA'd for some bizarre reason, and then it got GA'd, and now we're back on GA'd. I don't know how,
okay.
but yeah.
Yeah, just making sure I have the timeline right. How difficult is it to adjust that rapidly over a short time period?
It all depends on like what actually happens. If there's a drastic change, if somebody finds something else that's broken and then that's in the meta and like you've got to use that, then it's not that much of a big difference. But I think for the last like 2-3 months, that's all I've been dealing with. Like I said to you a moment ago, like going into the event last weekend, 2 days before it, I started using the M4. I had to get used to that because it went to a 3 AR meta, and obviously that gun's pretty OP. But no excuses. That's just a part of the cycle, I guess, and this is my job, so I can't complain.
Just generally, what has it been like for both of you to be in the U.S. at a time like this? Because you had the first few events you were able to travel, and then the pandemic hit, and then you've been on the East Coast. What has that been like?
Bizarre.
What would you say it's been like, bud?
It's been bizarre. I've seen some very, 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 very interesting stuff. I've seen some stuff that I never thought existed.
Twitter. Yeah, I've seen your Twitter stories.
Yeah, I don't leave it. We don't leave anymore. We don't leave the apartment.
Yeah, you can't even go for a walk around here.
Honestly, it's actually I don't know how it happened or like when we first moved here, it was actually not like it was fine. And since time's gone on, things have got more like I don't know how to say this. More they get better and better in a sense. Like you see something like
it's like a movie. It's like living in a movie.
I don't know how it happens, but yeah.
You see something new every day/night when you like look up. When I go outside and look, I'm just sitting on the balcony and I'm like looking around. I'm always blown away by like what's about to happen next. And like I'm confused by it, but yeah, it's an interesting place. The U.S.A. is totally different to the U.K. It is dope here. I do love it. I do love it, especially like LA and LA. I love going to Vegas. Texas is nice. Obviously like Miami and all the big spots I really like. But if I had to choose other than that, I'd rather be at home in the UK for sure.
Well, I hope both of you stay safe, but B, like hopefully it's not too much and you'll be able to go home at the end of the season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And then looking ahead to your own home series, obviously the most impressive thing about the London home series was the crowd, right? Like we all expected it. They were insanely behind you guys.
Yeah.
That cannot be replicated online. Does it feel any different knowing that this is your like home event, and how are you guys preparing for it?
I wouldn't say it feels any different. It is super unfortunate, and it is I'd say devastating that obviously it isn't an event, and we can't be there with everybody supporting us and actually in person. But right now that's life. Nobody can play. This is the hand we've been dealt. Nobody can do anything. So I'd say let's just replicate the same thing online. And obviously people aren't going to be there shouting in front of whatever, but we know that everybody's still going to be supporting, showing love, watching. So we're still going to give it 110 and hopefully try and bring the double. That's the plan for sure.
Well, good luck. Your group is actually looking pretty good for you guys to get out, in my opinion. So,
it is. I think I've seen the group. We play Seattle first, right?
yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, the competitions, even though like people would say that they're like we should get out. The competition's sky high, but yeah, we should definitely make it out of the group.
And
Seattle
then
is still a good team. The group's still decent.
yeah. Going into champs, how important is it that you guys finish towards the top?
I wouldn't even say. I think where we are right now, like I think we're gonna finish around. If you had to be honest, I'd say around 6th. I'd say we're gonna get 6th, 7th, and then I'm pretty sure if you finish there, 6th/7th plays each other anyway. I don't think much can really change. But yeah, we're just aiming to stay where we are, 6th/7th, and then yeah, going to champs from there. We know we're capable of beating every team in this league, and we just got to knuckle down, go over some stuff. Just hopefully come out that weekend all guns blazing. Whoever turns up.
Well, all the best to you both. Thank you so much for taking the time to join
Appreciate
me
it.
and
Thank you so much.
talk about being here.
you.
And for more Call of Duty League content, keep it here on ESPN Esports.